Welcome to Roy Tech video tutorial. Today we're going to talk about the interface overview in step 7. And to do that, the first thing that we need to do is select the software where we are going to work. So in this case, we need to select in here Semantic Manager. As you can see in your screen right now, this is going to be the window where we are going to start programming our PLC. So the first thing that I am going to do is basically go to File in here, and if it is your first time in step 7 and you want to create a project since the beginning, you need to select the option that says New. So basically in this window in here, you can type the name of your project and also save the project into a storage location. However, in this case, I am going to close this window. I am going to go to File again, and instead of create a new project, I am going to open one of the projects that I have already in my computer. So in this case, I am going to select this program that I have in here. You are going to see the name of the project in this part of here, and basically you are going to see in here the location where you can find the project in your computer. So now also in the left side of your screen, you are going to see the name of the project in here, and if I open the project, you are going to see some details that this PLC it is going to have. So if I go back again to the option that says File, basically you are going to see some kind of option that we can choose. For example, we can create a new project since the beginning, we can open it, we can close even this project that I have already opened, you can save the project, and in here we're going to have two options that they are going to be very important for us, because with this option in here, the archive, we are going to save all the information that we are going to have in our PLC. So I am talking about I/O modules, data blocks, symbols, functions, the hardware and software of our program, and so on. Meanwhile, the Save As option, it is just going to save the programs of our PLC. Then we're going to talk about the Edit, but to do that, I need to close this window in here and basically go to CPU, Program, Blocks, and you're going to see in here all the blocks that our PLC it is going to have. Each block it is going to have a program in different kind of languages to control the machine that we are going to use. So if I go back again to Edit and then I select in here, select all, you're going to see how all these blocks can be copied, cut, or deleted. And also we're going to have more options, for example compare blocks or go to the reference data. So for example, if I choose this function block with this one and then I make right clicking here and select compare blocks, you're going to see in this window in here that basically I can compare these two blocks and see the difference between one program and the other one. But that's something that we are going to talk later. So right now I am just going to close this window in here and then I am going to select the option PLC. The most important thing in the PLC is basically this option that we have in here, Diagnostics Settings, because in here we're going to see if the hardware diagnostic is good, the module information is wrong, the operating mode is good or not, we can set the time of day and so on. So basically in here we're going to see that we are not going to have any kind of error or warning to start running our program. Then in View, we are going to have in here, how do you want to see the blocks that we have in here? So basically, I can select a list, I can select details, I can filter some of the functions that I have in here, and so on. So basically, these options that we have in here, also we are going to have it in here. Details, list, small icons as the original one, and finally, large icons. In the bottom options, we are going to have in here basically the most important, customize, and inside this option we are going to have more options to select. So for example, in general, we are going to see the storage location for project or multi-project, the storage location from libraries. We can set the date and time of the day according to the step 7 or according to the standard. We can select view, and in here you are going to see the background of our project when we are in online mode. In archiving, as we talked before, remember, we are going to see in which format we are going to save our project. So in here, we're going to have more options. In columns, I can select all the visible columns that I want to have in my PLC. So if I decided to select in here details, you're going to see that the columns that we are having right now are the object name, the symbolic name, the language, the size, last interface, last modify, and the comment. And finally, the most important thing in here, I could say that is the language. So basically, how you're going to program your machine in German or English. If I select German, all the inputs, they are going to start with the letter E. And the outputs are going to start with the letter A. Meanwhile, in English, the inputs are going to start with the letter I, and the outputs are going to start with the letter Q. So I'm going to close this window in here, and now I am going to select the option window. So in here, you are going to see that this is the only window that I have open. However, if I decided to select new window, you are going to see that in here, I can select more data blocks. So now I am going to go to window again, and you're going to see that I have opened two windows. So if I just want to close everything, I need to select the option that says close all. So now I need to go again to file and basically select the project that we selected before. And finally, if I select the option help, you're going to obtain all the help to start creating your program. Anyway, this is it for the moment. Thank you for watching Roy Tech video tutorial. See you on the next video.